Crawlspace Ranger here. I just wanted to go ahead and make a quick video about a common problem that we see in pretty much every crawl space we come across, which is a cracked or broken floor joist. As you can see right here, big old crack. And what that's going to look like is you got your exterior wall here on a house, and you got like your subfloor, which is usually 3/4 inch, and all that weight pushes on these boards right here. So this is holding up your wall, and this is your crawl space area. By the way, give me a thumbs up if you're in a crawl space right now watching this video, or a comment would be even better. But anyways, the common problem we're seeing is people try to repair this by taking a board about this big, which does span the distance of the crack that you can see right here, and then they just shove it in right like that and throw a couple nails inside of it, and well, unfortunately that will let go. The nails will fail, and eventually you'll have something that looks something like that. So later on, when I get in there, I'll have to go in there with one of these flat bars and just peel it off, rip it out, and do it the right way, which is a board that bears from end to end. So I don't know if you can see it very well, but so this is the first load bearing point right here, and it needs to span all the way to the second one, which is on top of this beam right here. Oh, yeah. Well, there's a beam underneath this board right here. This is just simulating the wall, because usually there's a wall right here inside the house where there's a beam. Anyways, you take a full length board like this, slide it in the cavity like this. So if you want to put it right here, you'd always want to make sure that you have a crown up situation with your wood. If you pick it out really well at the hardware store, it's really not going to be much of a problem. You're not going to notice much of a benefit either way. If it's a straight board, it's a straight board. But if you do have a crown on it where it kind of points up, you don't want the point to go up towards the floor, not down, because then it's just going to be a frowny face, and it's not going to hold it up very well. So ideally, you pull it up like this. You would not go like this and pound it in from the top. And the reason why is because your subfloor comes out, and it's going to have all kinds of little nails sticking out of it that are going to kind of be in the way. You should take a hammer like this and flatten all those nails, just pound them flat just on the path of your new joist. And once it's done, then simply rolling it up like this, taking out your hammer and giving it a couple of whacks right there, more often than not is going to put it in. And then you'd maybe want to follow up with a couple of little wood shims that you can get from the hardware store, like cedar shims. But anyways, sometimes the technique that I use the most is if I'm lying on my back inside of there, I just take this this type of clamp right here. You can get it at most of your hardware stores. This is an Irwin brand, and you just clamp it on like this. I don't know if you can see that. Well, not really, but you clamp it on the bottom, and then you grab it with your right hand, and as you squeeze this with the one hand, the other hand is beating it, so that as you whack it, it's squeezing, 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 squeezing. There you go, like that. And then you get it nice and tight. And if the other side is not going, you just simply add another clamp, same kind of clamp, to the far end, and just beat it in as well, and go back and forth if you have to, or if the board is extremely long, which in some cases it is, you're probably going to have to clamp the far end, because it's going to keep wanting to pop out when you force that one in. So just play with the two, but those are the best methods to getting a sister in, and this is the proper way to fix it. And then you could just go ahead and come in here with a nail gun and just nail like a 6-inch triangle pattern across. And, you know, it should hold up pretty good. And yeah, if this is sagged a bit, say, because it happens quite a bit, if you got a situation where this board is lower than what you want, say you measure this board right here, or sorry, this board right here rather, and it's, I don't know, like 5.5, right? And you measure this one, and this one's good, and it's 5.5. And then you measure this one, and it's smaller. It's like 4 inches, let's say. And you need it to go up so that you can get the new 5.5-inch board in there. You could probably make one with a 2x4 and a pinch, but if you don't want to, you can go pick up one of these from the hardware store. It's cheaper than using a jack to jack up the floor, which you can also do as well if you have a jack. But you get this log splitter and just pound it in underneath right here. Just make sure that it's off to one side of the board, the opposite side, because it's quite thick. Just make sure it's, on there so that when your board comes in, it's not in the way. And you can beat it in there, get your new board in, and pull it out the best way you can. And that's a quick way to sister the floor joist the right way. And yeah, that's all there is to it. If you like the video, just so you know, we are going to be having some more tutorials on how to repair your crawl space, replace some beams, how to jack and level the flooring inside your home, because I've spent roughly a decade in the crawl space now, and I think it's time to share some of those things that I learned with you guys. You're going to be finding that on the website here, crawlspacerangeracademy.com for advanced tutorials and training. There's going to be some merch and hopefully a little, like a chat room so you can talk about your project that you're on. If you need some help, then other people that are in the similar trade can help you out. So a homeowner can definitely use these classes to do the job themselves instead of hiring an expensive guy like me to come out and take care of business for them. So yeah, it should be great. The website should be live in the near future. So hopefully by the time you're watching this video, some classes will be available for purchase and maybe a little bit of merch. Maybe you can become a Crawlspace Ranger. Anyways, my name is Chris. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and hopefully you learned something today. Thank you. Bye.